Electricity and water are starting to be rationed, and there are conversations about rationing water around the world. And if you do not believe me, step outside. Countries like Cuba, Puerto Rico, and many other countries in South America already have to ration things like power. There are on and off days, but they're also rationing water. Governments are now having conversations about rationing water and trying to figure out what we are going to do with natural resources. So I need you to take me fucking seriously. Because man, honestly, I'm so tired. When you talk about this shit, you have to fight on all fronts. Because you got the people who are in delusional denial. You got the people who think that everything is just gonna get fixed. You got the people who take it seriously. You got the people who are like too insanely serious, but they won't do anything about it. And then you got the people who are coasting in between. And no offense, but I think a lot of you guys have watched too many movies, because tell me why I was talking about this. The fact that Gary, Indiana has not had power for the last 8 days, 8, 9, going on days. And the residents there are reporting that it's terrifying because people are looting, people are stealing, people are trying to get food, people are trying to get a source of power. And y'all are just like, oh my gosh, just like stockpile on water and stockpile on food. That is the most unrealistic fucking advice you could give. It's not step to step. It doesn't make sense. The average person needs more water than you will be able to stock up on. So let me give you the advice that will actually help you out, because I'm telling you right now, it is not looking good. People are not serious enough. Let's just talk about it. Our whole society throughout the world is passively suicidal. And you can see it in the way that people talk about having kids. You can see it in the way people hate living. You can see it in the way people are actively joking about, oh, this can just blow up. That's a red flag. If you are a mental health practitioner, you know that. When someone shows like suicidal ideation, those are often the things where they'll joke about it a lot. Our society is joking about it a lot, and not a lot of people are taking things really seriously. We could realistically go dial back the fucking climate, but that would actually mean we would have to hold people accountable who mainly perpetuate this. Don't get me wrong, like if you do what you can in your everyday life, that is important. But if you think the majority of climate change is due to the average person, you're fucking delusional. That's what people want you to believe. Corporations, companies, and that sounds so like hokey, but it's fucking true. The ultra wealthy people who are charting fucking multiple private jets all the time, companies like Nestle, the people who are using up these resources, the AI data centers that are being fucking built, that all outweighs, like mathematically outweighs the output that humans or everyday citizens are giving. So look at that. Look at those facts. You have a society that's mentally collapsing, and then you have a society that's also unwilling to do anything because of mental collapse. And the people who do something, it's not enough in number. So look at that, because that's an inherent fact. Like, and I know people come in with excuses, or they're like, oh my gosh, I have to pay my rent, or I have to do this or that. I know it's hard to say that it's an excuse, but it is. That doesn't make it like less valid. Like, there are fucking societal issues. Don't get me wrong. Like, I fucking totally understand it. I understand where you're coming from. I understand why it is as bad as it is. I'm in the same fucking boat. Like, I'm in the same boat. I'm the fucking average American fucking struggling here. But once you realize and recognize what's going on and how this has been going on a lot longer than people really perceive it, because they can't understand. Just make no mistake, they've been doing this for a long time, especially the black and brown impoverished communities. The water in Flint, Michigan has not been fucking drinkable for years and years. Like, I could go on and on. There are different sectors of the fact that a lot of this is also very targeted. So keep all of that in mind. The smartest thing you can do is learn how to filter your water, not stockpile, because there are things that you're not gonna be able to stockpile on. And I think the scary thing is that people are acting like this is a fucking movie. My friend, even if you stockpile on food, that food will run out. And another thing that I find really odd is there's always the advice to stockpile up on food, but you don't have a means to cook the food. How are you gonna eat it? If you're stockpiling on food, you make sure that you have a camper stove. You make sure you have something to cook with. Find a way to actively filter your water. Look into your region of where you live and see, how can I use the land to my benefit? If you live on a farm in a rural area and it allows, there are literally tanks that filter rainwater if that works for you. There are many ways to pull water from different environments. Filter that shit out. There are literally water filtration systems. If you live in a city, try to get a reverse osmosis water filter, the ones that you put under the sink, and then have like some sort of like table system, which is literally just like, you know, how people are like,